Hey people, 5aces here. Welcome to Tiberian Dawn, the red-headed stepchild of the OpenRA expanded universe. Now we're amidst a best of two between those two players here, and yes, I said best of two. This means that this can result in a draw, depending on the outcome and circumstances of the matchup. But let's introduce our players in question. On the right-hand side, spawning with no name, but I know from the replay file naming conventions that this is actually Master, spawning in red and does not. And his opponent, conversely, spawning in dark red and as GDI, it is black. Very counterintuitive, if I dare say so myself. Anyway, the map is Deterring Democracy, map of choice for Game 1, which is not only an awesome map, but also one of the coolest map names in existence. Tiberian Dawn, we've kind of glossed over it, but it has kind of been overlooked. It has always been overshadowed by its big brother Red Alert, and, well, it still overshadows Dune 2K, but let's be real, who plays Dune 2K anyway? But it's a good mod, come on. So I just want to highlight it a bit more. And thankfully I got sent a replay pack by an as of yet unnamed source. So this is going to be pretty awesome. And this is, disclaimer, this is not the playtest yet. This is an older replay. We are going to focus our attention on the playtest very soon. And there's going to be a stream upcoming Tuesday and the Tuesday thereafter. There is a second playtest out for OpenRA now, and that's brought with it a lot of changes. Two things: tanks fire on the move, and the other one that is super awesome, I always wanted to see that one implemented, is gonna be proper force fire. So artillery units can now force fire into the shroud when losing vision, and it's gonna target the cell that is underneath the shroud, not the units themselves. So artillery units are no longer going to bug out when you target something that you lose line of sight on. But anyway, let's focus our attention back on the game at hand. This is going to be a one harvester start with 3 Humvees from black, it appears. What has Master prepared? Oh, what does he have in store? The Recons. The good old Recon run is going to come in. Going to come in hot here. Is it enough to ward off 3 Humvees? Probably not, but then again, what are Humvees going to do really? Realistically, they can just do chip damage to the power. That's all they can do for now. They can, catch a Recon off guard. The micro needs to be so peculiar. Needs to be so cautious with the micro, but obviously Recons just outrun the Humvees. This is gonna be tug of war back and forth, with the Recons both being damaged. And now there's, sorry, that's not Recons, that's Humvees. Humvees being slightly damaged, and Recons not buggies now coming out. Recon bikes taking a chunk here. Yeah, but Recons are glass cannons. Super awesome damage against anything heavily armored. Also against buildings, but super glass cannon. Just frail and brittle, they die when you look at them fighting. Which is probably going to be evidenced here. Let's see how on point is the micro. Oh, this is already irrelevant, because he has kicked Master into low power. Now refocusing his attention there onto the low Humvee. That's a costly trade. This Humvee kill came at a premium. Now Husk blocking is no longer as effective as it used to be in TD, because they now expire based on their health, I think. And seeing as Recons and buggies have super low HP, I think their Husks time out at like 5 seconds or something. So, not that big a deal anymore. So, as a backup strat, we've got 3 harvesters here, 3 harvesters there, and still a nice, decently sized Humvee fleet after the first attempt got shut down. But it's gonna have to contest with a much larger not buggy force. And not buggies can swarm. Anything from not can swarm, basically. They're just cheaper and faster, and if they catch you with your pants down, if you don't have critical mass as GDI, they just hunt you down and take out your more expensive vehicles one by one. Again, this plays into the dynamics of Tiberian Dawn, but infantry also then shifts the tides again, because infantry are super cost effective, but they are super slow, and their firing and target acquisition on the move is just terrible. So you might rather want to leave them in a defensive position where they can trade optimally and favorably. But doesn't appear to be the case here. Master is contentious, sitting back, turtling up, and waiting for his, that's the medium tank power spike. And same for Master though. Super non-aggressive build here. It's like going for the pacifist run achievement. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about with swarm tactics. 5v1. Who would win? 1 decently heavily armored Humvee or 5 shooty boys? Let me tell you, 5 Rudy Shooty Tooty gun pointing boys are gonna win. Yeah, as you can see, Husks time out after 5 seconds. Not the case for medium tanks, obviously, because their HP pool is just way higher. Deterring Democracy is a map that's always struck me as pretty awesome, but at the same time it's a weird design because it's so much econ for such a small map. So there's so many points to contest, and in the late game this can get quite cluttered. This can get really hard to hold all your expansions at once. Which is why you see Master probably already scattering guard towers about. He's got the econ to back it up now. 4th Harvester has come online. And 4... This is a difference from RA. 4 Harvesters appears to be like the gold standard for leaving your expansions alone. Oh, that's a recon run. Good old recon run by, let's see. What can he find? No defense queued up just yet. That's gonna take roughly another 20 seconds before it comes online, so if the recons strike while the iron's hot, they're gonna find some juicy, chunky targets. Alright, let the chunking begin. Look at those. Look at the recons. Ooh. That's been a pretty hefty recon beacon. Very juicy. Also getting a Humvee on the way out. Another Humvee falling prey. Ooh, the micro is so good here. Fantastic. He even split his missiles there. Did you see that? How he was splitting his missiles between individual targets. That's such good trades. Yeah. It's coming out on top here is the man from the Netherlands. And the man from Australia. Being on the defensive position. But he's got a lot of mediums now, and if there is one thing that Nod has a hard time dealing with, it's critical mass. Because GDI units just die less easily. This would be such a juicy airstrike target though. As you can see, you can always outrun, outmaneuver your opponent, and that's exactly what he's trying to do here. He's trying to find a vulnerable spot, he's trying to exploit any weaknesses in the defense. 5 lights, going probably for the bottom side eco. Yeah, that would be a good snipe. Good target. You can park them here, they can take pot shots at the tanks, at the harvesters, and then the enemy tanks need to funnel in. This is a super annoying strategy, let's see. Probably Master going for that. He's also got the comm center tech up, but comm center tech has been way earlier for Black here. It's just confusing because he's Crimson. Come on, you're not Black, you're Crimson. What an imposter. Black not going for Black here. Second Hand of Nod? No, that's his first. He skipped the Hand of Nod early on, which is a kind of greedy build. Good thing he didn't get punished by 3 Humvees or anything, Kappa Pride. Yeah, but he's been fine. Just markering up here and also camping the blue tip. I'd like to see it parked here, because the guard tower can't reach, and shooting over the ridges is just eventually gonna force a response out from Master. From Black, god damn it. There is an MCV move out. Is he gonna be caught with his pants down? No. He's not going for the backline eco first. He's first going for his middle expansion there. And that's gonna be a big clump of units. But the Death Ball, I think the Death Ball is just too strong right now. No way to contest the mediums with infantry support. So this is a rather bad time for a push. Even with those 10 tanks here. And especially if the Recons are up front, because Recons are not here to soak up damage. Ooh, the MRLS. First MRLS has come online. He's diving deep for this. Too deep. But the Recons, they dug too deep. What they unearthed, no mortal should have ever laid an eye on. What they unearthed there. Oh, that's gonna be a nasty airstrike. Oh, all the Recons dying. Couple tanks, 1 or 2 light tanks, out in the process as well. And he's simultaneously going for the comm center. Sure, I get it. He's trying to stall or stifle tank production. But that's at the cost of 7 lights. Again, that just came at a premium. Yikes. Honestly, if you're asking me, bad trade here. And now the Death Ball is gonna start rolling out. He feels he's got the upper hand, he's got the advantage there. Also a couple MRLS mixed in, and there is no artilleries to speak of just yet. Double airstrip has just finally hit the field, but it's met with a triple weapons factory. Ooh. Yeah, time is playing against him right now. The longer it waits, the easier it gets for Black to just establish his expansion. And he didn't get a Death Ball up in time, or he didn't manage to outmaneuver. Most of his attempts got shut down. That's a nice little run by. He's probably gonna take out a couple harvesters. Maybe if he forces the entire army back. Alright. Yeah. It appears to be working for now. Ooh, there's an airstrike. Probably an overcommitment. That's just... what is that? Like 6, 7? Yeah, that's just 7 tanks. Sure, it's been a good airstrike. Nothing wrong with it, but it could have been so much better. Ooh, here is trying to take out the blue tip harvester again at such a high cost. And it's going... what? No way. No! Kill the harvester. Seriously, that's full of blue tip. Almost died to the friendly fire as well. Wow, that's a blunder and a half. He left the harvester alive at a sliver of health. And this... wow, so many rockets. Rockets in this density can easily deal with medium tank blobs, but again, they're just not good on the offensive. Just mostly in a defensive position. Also, super susceptible to airstrikes. And to Tiberian. So, ooh, TF3 has hit the field. That's the advanced comm center out. We're getting the 2-prong, but that's the entire army moving back. Oh my goodness, so many rocket soldiers. And the minigunners have found the perfect flank here. If he focuses them out one by one, it's gonna be in such a good spot. Ooh, that's Master sounding the retreat. Full-on retreat. No regrets. Chem Warriors are starting to hit the field though. Chem Warriors just trade well against everything that GDI can muster. Like, there is not a single unit in the GDI arsenal that is good against Chem Troopers right now. Maybe Grenadiers can trade up. Not entirely convinced though. Oh my goodness, and the minigunners, the MVPs. Look at this, Vet 5, Vet 3. They've killed so many rockets. This is fairly disgusting. Now let's see, conversely, how many kills can the Chemical Warriors get? Depends on the crush luck. Crush RNG is a factor. And look at how much damage, like damage that the MRLS is gonna do here is minuscule. The only thing that counters Chemical Warriors effectively is their own Visceroids. That's a lot of unprotected rocket soldiers. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Chemical Warriors have found the kills here. Closing in, closing the sack. Wow, he might be able to hold this push to fend it off without much damage done to him. And the Temple of Nod has been revealed. He's going for... yeah, that's Chem Warrior production stop. Oh no. Quintuple Hand of Nod. That's Chem Warriors only. Alright, if he can hold on to his temple, I think he's gonna be in an okay spot, right? Yeah, he's got his eco set up. Wow, the massive Chem Warriors. Just swarming the place, crawling everywhere. And even if you crush them, by the way, they just do damage to your vehicles. Wow, Warrior animation. Alright, that's been basically nothing. That's been no damage whatsoever here, and those two mediums are gonna intercept it. There's also a turret. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, thank you. Okay, just moving out. Mammoth tanks are starting to come in. Yeah. Even there, even like this, the Chemical Warriors are gonna be... No! No! He left those two medium tanks alive at like 0 HP. No, please don't tell me they're gonna kill the temple. That's his win... Aww. Yikes. That's Master's win condition down here. That was... what a slip of attention here. That's like the second one over the span of this game. Mammoth tanks retreating to a safer position. Yeah, wow. This should not have fallen by no account. Should have been forced to invest way more into this. There's been an airstrike, whiffing for the most part. And now, Chem Warriors, as soon as they have hunkered down, they're starting to take out chunks of your base. Just look at that. Visceroid Rage. Oh, that's the only problem. Like, as soon as they create Visceroids, the Chem Warriors are gonna tackle their own Visceroids instead of enemy units. And that kind of just wastes their time, DPS, and ammo. Yeah, ammo being figuratively speaking. This is OpenRA after all. We're not implementing puny ammo counts outside of aircraft. Yikes! And now we're seeing a back transition to mass minigunners with a bit of tank support. I think this is just the answer. This is the answer that Black was looking for to master strategies here. Yeah, there's just nothing to hold the minigunners at bay. Hordes of minigunners coming in. And the armor support is just barely enough to ward off the light tanks here. It's not that much. Like, he transitioned out, that's smart, he transitioned out of a weapons factory build. And he's basically on only infantry spam now. Against the chem troopers, that's just exactly what he needed. But chem troopers are not going to be a factor anyway anymore. After the big Nod Temple blunder. Kane is going to be disappointed. Yo, that was an awesome game, but as a disciple of Kane, man, Kane is going to be disappointed. He died with the temple. A little bit of his heart died with the temple, but that's only game 1. We're going to be back with game 2. See you in a sec.
Battle control terminated.
And this is going to be the rematch. Roles are reversed here, or are they? Let's check real quick. This is Australia, GDI. This is going to be Black. Black has GDI again. Okay. Black has GDI again, but spawning on the right-hand side this time around with a way brighter red. And Master. Am I getting this right? Yeah, Master is not. Master from the Netherlands. There we go. Master as not again. So it's just sides reversed, not the roles. And let's see if this time around he can be a bit more successful with his timing pushes and recon runs. Deterring democracy. What a good choice. I love it. While we've got a bit of idle time here in the early game because there's no crazy rush or anything coming in, time to advertise the streams again. Streams have been streams are again happening. So everything has settled down with my baby daughter arriving, and so we can go for streaming Tuesdays again. Every Tuesday, 6 PM. Tune in for some good old-fashioned OpenRA fun. Also Shattered Paradise, Ramanov's Vengeance, and maybe we're gonna throw in a Warcraft 3 stream in the near future because I love RTS of all sorts and varieties. I'm also a big fan of Warcraft 3. And watching some of the classic Warcraft 3 casts that have been appearing lately, because there have been tournaments with crazy prize pools and also patches coming out. Yeah, watching the competitive scene resurface has been kind of awesome for me, a blast from the past, and I'm gonna revisit that. Yeah, so we're gonna dive into that a bit as well. Dabble into it at least. And immediately rallied forward. This is gonna be a, yep, definitely Humvee rush. No? Having second thoughts here. But still rallied towards the center, so probably just waiting for a critical mass. Let's see. And this time we've got a buggy rush on the other side of things. Okay, to spice it up. Not a single APC, so for an APC you need a barracks. But APCs are fairly decent against anything that Nod has to offer in the early game outside of infantry, if it's not in numbers. If you have a numbers advantage, then Nod is gonna trade favorably again, especially with recons. Recon bikes in numbers murder APCs. But as it stands, this is a numerical advantage here, and yep, with good micro, and good micro is gonna be displayed here. Focus fire, so good right now. Ooh, double kill. That was awesome micro here from Master. Black is gonna be bereft of units for the time being. He needs, honestly, I think his best response now would be a barracks and... Ooh, crap. He needs a barracks and then wait for his guard tower. He's also stopping his harvester because he doesn't want to get blocked in. Because recons and buggies can super easily block the paths. Oh, he's found a nasty timing. There's the barracks. And this must surely be a guard tower coming up. Let's check the productions tab. What a nasty rush here. Yep, guard tower is being produced. No, rocket soldiers are not the proper response here. As soon as a rocket soldier is gonna appear out of the barracks, it's gonna get shot down. Gunned down by Nod buggies. Oof, this is nasty, but it could have been worse. He could have blocked every single entrance. And there is recon starting to appear as well. This is looking dire. Yikes. Master is getting the better end of the trades here. And that is Black being blasted. Being pummeled from all sides in game 2. This might be the turnaround. Okay, going for the power plant. Yeah. Good call here. The first guard tower has been kind of wasted. It's just sitting here, not doing much of anything. Ah, this power plant is sure to fall. And what a nice display of micro, immediately focusing out the rifles there. So his war factory units don't take that much damage here. Yeah, that's all the harvesters relegated to the south. Here out comes the APC, okay. One APC, not enough to stand toe-to-toe with 4 recons, definitely not. But it can at least delay for a bit. Ooh, nice. He stopped the tracking there. He got outside of tracking range, and this would be the time to retransition into rocket soldiers. But still, what a nice early game push. Now, I think it's time for it's time for Black to... Oh! Time for Black to relocate some of his harvesters. But man, Master is giving us a masterclass, pun fully intended probably, I guess, in early game micro. And the APCs are just probably not going to be enough to hold the line. Flame tanks. What a nasty timing push. Ooh, they're going to be able to hit the power plants. Nope. Going straight for the weapons factory. Look at the DPS those guys are pumping out. Countering everything on the field so far. Not a single medium tank in sight. That's the weapons factory down. I think that spells GG. What a game 2. That was what, like 5.5 minutes. Oh, what a nasty timing. He has found the perfect counter here. The perfect opening for the flame tanks. And that's just making them look strong. But honestly, if the rush weren't that successful, he would have had at least a medium tank out. The medium tanks just I think they 3-shot flame tanks, but they are good at deterring them regardless. Good at walling and warding them off. So, what a nasty early game rush in game 2 from Master. What a nice masterclass in TD. Also, thanks to him for posting this, because he hasn't won in all of his games, so that's gonna end him at a draw with Black here, which is awesome. Sorry to those of you guys who have OCD and want the game resolved, but there is not gonna be game 3, at least not that I'm aware of. I'll maybe ask him whether he's played another one. If so, we're gonna postpone it until next week. He also sent me a couple of team games, like 2v2s and upwards. So I might even consider casting a 2v2 in Tiberian Dawn, which is awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Tune into the streams on Tuesday if you have time and are up for some classic OpenRA action. Maybe some Warcraft 3. Other than that, thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aces, out. And give it up for TD.
Battle control terminated.